What is up, YouTube? Today I'll be doing a different sort of video. I think I've done something similar to this, but I just picked out a movie that I've been wanting to watch for a while, and that is Fear and Loathing, starring Johnny Depp and always get his name wrong, Benicio del Toro. I don't know how to say his name correctly. But I've seen a clip of this, and it's like a bee or giant wasp or something. It's meant to be a very psychedelic movie, very weird. And I don't think I've seen many reviews on it on YouTube or anything like that. So I'll give it a shot. I'm pretty sure it's a highly rated movie. But anyway, I love my weird movies. If it's not talked about, or if not many people know about it or whatever, that's my kind of movie. I love to watch and talk about movies that not many people go out and watch or have seen or anything like that. So this is going to be a very interesting watch. I'll basically do this intro here, and then after I watch the movie, I'll come back and talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, if there is anything I didn't like. Obviously, a movie's not no movie out there is perfect. So yeah, I'll probably end up watching it soon. I'm gonna get a feed, and then end up watching it straight away. I'll either upload it tonight, or tomorrow morning, depending how late I do end up watch this movie, because I tend to leave until late anyway for some reason. I was going to go out and see a movie at the cinemas, but there's nothing that I desperately want to see. Toy Story 4 is out there, but kind of hesitant in seeing it. I don't want it to be ruined for me, the whole series. I heard it's good, but I might just wait until it comes out on Blu-ray and then buy it, because I already have the 3, so I'm just gonna do that. I saw Spider-Man Far From Home. Good movie overall, very, very good. It stays true to the comics and to the story and the lore of Mysterio. So if you like that, then you'll definitely like this. That was another movie that I was going to go see. Aladdin, still haven't seen that. I really need to go see that before it goes away. I think Tuesday or Wednesday is like the last day I can see it, I think. I'm not too sure. But anyway, that's enough talking about random other stuff. This is why my videos are kind of long, because I just go off track so much, and like I just like to talk, and I like to tell you guys what's been happening. I might even do like a second channel of like a out and about stuff. Like I want to start getting out there, going to local stores, what is it called? Local like thrift stores and stuff like that. So anyway, enough talking about that. I will see you guys after the movie. It could be a couple hours from now, it could be now, I don't know when, but I'll try to upload it tonight and get it out there. The next video in the series in the 1930s whole thing, I don't know what to call it, is coming up tomorrow, hopefully. I'll end up doing the video sometime in the morning, and hopefully I'll upload it in the night, because I want to do it maybe every second day. That way that will give me a good time to get it all out until October. And yeah, so just keep an eye out for that one. Keep an eye out for this one. I don't know what I'm telling you, because if you keep an eye out, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, enough talking. I will see you guys after the video, after the movie, and I'll just talk about whatever there. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Alright, I just got finished watching Fear and Loathing. Um, I feel like I'm on drugs right now. Um, Story. So much shit happened in this film. I can't comprehend anything. Um, what I can say about the story is Johnny Depp's and Benedetto del Toro, forgot his name. Hopefully I said it right. Go to Las Vegas to do a book or to do a interview of some kind. And then when they get there, he wants to kill this guy because he's getting with the girl that he met for like 2 seconds in the elevator. And then after like maybe 10 minutes of him trying to kill himself in a bathtub, that scene ended, whatever, and then never mentioned that again. That was just that scene. And that's all I got from the story. It went for about an hour and 58 minutes. This was a fantastic movie. I will definitely watch this again. And I bet I'll do a better thing understanding what's happening the second time watching it. But every single scene in this film is just a masterpiece. I absolutely love the angles. I love the way the director filmed it all and everything like that. Johnny Depp did amazing. And same with Dotaro. I'm just gonna call him that. I believe that they were on hardcore drugs, like the whole time they were on something. And it shows, and it's kind of like dreamlike how you'll be watching it in one scene and then it'll go to a completely different scene, and there's like no connection to them, but there is some sort of connection, if that makes sense. I was I was watching this scene when he's just talking to, like, the whole thing is Johnny Depp's character. He's monologuing the whole thing. So like in the film there's not that much talking from the main characters. If there is talking, it's mumbling and shit like that. Like you can't really understand them half the time because they are so fucked up in the movie. Like they can't speak. One of my favorite scenes was in the car. There's just so much to talk about in this film, but one of my favorite scenes in the car, and it completely like describes this movie, is Johnny Depp's character. He's like the dialogue of the scene. He's saying their stuff about because they pick up a hitchhiker who's played by Andrew Garfield, which is ridiculous in itself, and he's ugly. He's that fucked up looking. I can put like a scene of him right here.
Get in. How long can we maintain, I wonder? How long before one of us starts raving and jabbering at this boy? What will he think then? This same lonely desert was the last known home of the Manson family. Would he make that grim connection when my attorney starts screaming about bats and huge manta rays coming down on the car?
I don't know what they fucking did to him, but it's that gross. Sorry about the dog barking in the background. But basically, he's talking about this scene, saying, like, to explain to his character, of what's happening and all that kind of stuff. And then, sorry about the dog again. The dialogue speaking, but he's also, like, muttering what the dialogue's saying. So you can hear him and see him talking, but you know that it's the dialogue speaking. And then and then he stops for a second and he says, "Did I think that? Or did I just say that? Do you think they heard me?"
If so, well, we'll just have to cut his head off and bury him somewhere. Because it goes without saying that we can't turn him loose. He'd report us at once to some kind of outback Nazi law enforcement agency, and they'll run us down like dogs. Jesus, did I say that? I was just thinking. Was I talking? Did they hear me?
It's okay.
That's what the movie is all about. Like, you hear what he's saying and you're seeing what he's doing, but you don't know if they connected in some sort of way. And it's done in a way that I can't explain it. This is a unique movie. I've never seen anything like this movie. I mean, I've never done any hard drugs or anything like that. So I can't say that's what it's like. But from me watching it, I feel like I'm watching something that someone was fucking on something when they filmed this, and they got what they were looking at and what they represented from doing that into a movie. And this is in my top 10 movies so far. I need to give it another rewatch to actually set that in stone, but I actually really enjoyed this film. And I haven't heard much people say anything about this. I've seen some like memes and stuff on Facebook of it, but like I've never seen anyone say, "Oh, that's a good movie." When I'm like looking through it all and stuff like that, like everyone just laughs at it and like think it's just like a Johnny Depp kind of weird movie, but it's fucking awesome. Like I didn't look anything up for this film. I didn't look up any trailers or anything like that. I just wanted to go into it completely sober on what I was going into, and I'm glad I did that. But at the same time, like I feel like this is one of those movies how you'll watch it the first time, you'll enjoy it, and then you watch it the second time, but you'll enjoy it a little bit extra because you'll see stuff that you didn't see the first time, and you'll hear and you'll understand some stuff that you didn't see or understand the first time watching it. And I need to give this another watch because it was so much to understand and comprehend. I can't just do it. Like there's a scene when they get to Las Vegas and they need to check in, and before they go in, Johnny Depp takes like this real hardcore LSD or something, and basically when he gets there, no, it's not. I think it was Can't remember what he took. But basically when he got there and got in and he sat down. No, when he was walking through a crowd, they all turned into like lizard people and shit. Started like eating each other and having sex with each other and shit like that. And it's like, I felt I felt like I was on something watching this movie. I can't explain it to words. You just have to go out and see this. If you haven't seen this movie, give it a check out. If you're not into the drug films and psychedelic films and stuff like that, this isn't your movie. But if you're interested in that, definitely go check it out. It's a unique movie. Never seen it like it before. I'm definitely gonna hunt it down on Blu-ray. Have it in my collection. Watch it multiple times. Like I said, unique movie. Never seen anything like it. Never heard of anyone talking about this film, and it is sad because I never it's rare when I watch a standalone film and for the first time watching it, absolutely love it as much as I do. Like when I watch one of my favorite movie all time ever, Nine Were Living Dead. Nothing's gonna ever top that. But if it does, it has to be fucking fantastic. But my first time watching it, I hated it, and I don't know why. It was maybe because I was younger when I watched it, and I didn't appreciate the black and white, and I didn't appreciate the story as much as like The Walking Dead and all those fast moving zombie movies. Um, but more I watched it, more I loved it, and same with Psycho. I hated that first time I watched it, and I watched it the second time and I still had that opinion, but I was like, no, I have to watch it again. A lot of people saying it's good. Third time watching it, that's in my top 10 movies as well. Absolutely love that movie. So when I'm this hyped and this uh in love with the movie, first time I'm watching it, it is very rare. It's just outstanding. Like I absolutely love this movie. Um, love obviously, Spider-Man: Far From Home. I knew I was gonna like that because that's in a series, of movies like the Marvel movies and stuff. So it's just really hard to not go in and be like, this is gonna be complete shit. You have stuff, that you can compare that movie to. So with this, I was like, I loved Homecoming, so I'll love this movie because it's pretty much the same, same attitude, everything like that. Um, so you know you're gonna like it, even though you haven't seen it. But with a movie like this that has no connection to anything, it doesn't have any books. He doesn't have any that I know. It doesn't have any like TV shows or anything that has a cult or whatever to follow behind, and a movie that's just a movie by itself. And this a movie this weird that drags my attention through it all and sits me down, and I'm like, I love this movie. I knew I was gonna like this movie halfway through. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty far into the film, and I really enjoyed this film. I There was not one part of this movie where I felt like it was dragging on, it was too slow, or and the story it didn't feel like it was all over the place, but it didn't feel like it was a whole bunch of different other stuff put together to make a film. There is a core story there, but it's done in a way that you feel like everything about this movie is drug induced, and just everything that has what that can happen while on drugs, it does happen in this film. And the main characters is um you kind of see what they see. So when they're in these places, they see all these weird stuff. Like there's so many midgets in this film. I don't know why, but the art style was they were on drugs, so you never really see the world normally, if that makes sense. Like you'll never see in this film, you'll never see two people in a suit talking to each other normally. There's always that level of weirdness or that level of just it's just like, yeah, every single scene is so psychedelic. It's just very, very, very hard to explain in words. Like I said, just go out and see it. I don't have it on Blu-ray, DVD, anything. I just rented it off the PlayStation. And it's about, I think it was $5 to rent it. Because I never buy movies digitally, because if I like it enough, I'll buy it on Blu-ray. Um, but yeah, just go out, do that. Rent it for $5. Rent it for $3 or whatever. Don't watch it on fucking free websites, because I hate when people do this. I'm going off sidetrack because I want to talk about this, because I hate when people watch stuff online and go on those free things to watch it online and shit, because if you want more from the publisher, and if you really enjoy the movie, go out and rent it, go out and watch it, buy it, go to the movies, whatever, because that money revenue that they're getting off that is going to be helpful in the future to make future films exactly like that. And it's just, if everyone's going to go watch free movies, that's the end of movies. Like, they're making no money off the people who are watching it online and stuff. Like Netflix, you can. I'm fine with Netflix because each viewing of the thing goes blah blah blah, gives them revenue and stuff like that. But just online, just anyway. That's my rant of that. Absolutely hate when people do that. But anyway, um, Fear and Loathing. I just call it Fear and Loathing. Oh, sorry about that. um, it's actually called Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. But it's just easier just to say Fear and Loathing. Um, Fantastic movie. Go out and watch it. Yeah, like I said, it is super, super rare that a movie that is so standalone gets me this intrigued. Um, I can't think of any other movie that did that to me, actually. The last movie that actually really, really did that to me is Buried. I have it on Blu-ray. A Ryan Reynolds movie. I might do a review on that one day. But that's a standalone. Nothing's like, that's unique in its own way as well for the time. But yeah, this movie, I'm still comprehending what I just saw. Like, it's been about half an hour since I've watched it, and even now I'm still thinking, oh, like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, oh, the count, like, I wish I counted how many fucking times I said what the fuck, because through the whole thing, it's just like, when, and another cool thing is, like, obviously with people on drugs, and stuff like that, they don't have, conscious of time as well. So, and in this film, you don't really know how long it goes for. He said in the film he's been there for like 3 years, but I know for a fact it hasn't been that long. It's been maybe 2 days, because I know, you see, it's just all over the place. I can't explain it. Like, yeah, there's like at max maybe a week he's been there. And there's a race as well. A race in the desert that he's meant to go talk to this reporter, but then the reporter is the guy who Del Toro's character wants to kill because of the girl he talked to in the elevator in the scene. Which makes no sense, because he said that on the way there he wants to kill someone, and kill that guy, even though he didn't meet her until they got there. So, yeah, I don't know what. I need to watch this again. Yeah, this has been like 14 minutes of me talking nonsense, but this is my best way of explaining this movie. I just, fucking hell, it hurts my brain just thinking about it. Like, if you've seen Youth in Revolt, then you know the scene with the mushrooms. If you take that scene, crank it up to 1,000, you have this movie, and that scene that goes for like 5 minutes, turn that into an hour and 58 minutes, and then you have Fear and Loathing. I I need to watch this again. Like literally, I'll probably end up watching it again tomorrow, just so it's fresh in my mind, and I can just rewatch it and then be like, oh, I missed that. Oh, yeah, blah blah blah. But yeah, this movie, man, this has got my brain hurting. Fuck watching this movie on drugs, like on actual drugs though. Like fucking, I remember thinking how it'd be on drugs watching fucking SpongeBob out of water when they're like going back in time and shit. But fucking this movie, even drinking, like I have to put this on like when I have some friends over and just be like, yeah, watch this movie and tell me what the story is about at the end, at the end, and see what they say. But yeah, once again, if you don't like drugs, if you sorry, if you don't like movies about drugs and movies about psychedelic representations of the films, don't watch this film. It's not for you. Very psychedelic, very underrated is the word for the day. But yeah, just go out and watch this. I've talked too much about this film. It's starting to make my head throb. I'll definitely give it a watch. But this is definitely gonna bump up to my top 10. What did I say was like number fifth, 10th? I think Buried was 10th. I can't remember what was 10th. But definitely up there. It might even be in my top 5. I have to rethink really hard about this, but one of Johnny Depp's most underrated acts of his career, I reckon. Yeah, just everything about him in this is fucking weird. But yeah, anyway, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. And if you have any questions about it, if you have any thoughts or whatever, put them down there as well. If you have any suggestions in future films, let me know as well. This is a community channel. It's more our channel, your channel, and my channel, not just mine. So whatever you want to say, whatever, blah blah blah, let me know. That's the best way I can explain this video. Sorry, I haven't done a full like in-depth fucking, but I can't. I after watching that movie, I need to sleep for like 3 days. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, stay tuned because the new video is coming out. I would say tomorrow, but I'm probably too lazy. It'll probably be up. What day is it? Like Saturday? Yeah, it'll probably be up by Monday. Definitely by Monday. New one in the 1930 decade. So keep an eye out for that one. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. But most importantly, let's talk movies.